I've been having a few issues with my reaction videos. They've been flagged for copyright claims, and I'm gonna probably keep the reactions from here on out to a minimum until I figure out the whole, Creative Commons fair use copyright thing for the, one of you that was absolutely living for those reactions. I'm sorry. But yeah, it's gonna be okay because we're gonna talk about Independence Day Resurgence, their second trailer. Now, I have to say, this was a really, really solid trailer, much better than the first one, but that's not saying much since that first trailer was just a lot of people standing around looking concerned. There was nothing here where I was like, yes, I absolutely have to go see this movie. And on the flip side, there was nothing here where I was kind of like, well, that's just not happening. So it was just kind of a middle of the road sort of trailer for me. In my previous teaser trailer review, I mentioned how one of the reasons why the first Independence Day movie worked so well was because we had an instant connection to the world that was being invaded and destroyed, because it was by and large the 1996 that we lived in. Here we don't know this 2016. This is an alternate universe 2016 that has branched off because of the events that took place in the first Independence Day movie. So when I'm watching this trailer and I'm like, why the hell does DC look like Pan Am from the Hunger Games? It took me a minute to realize that's because, DC was destroyed in the first Independence Day movie. And then that kind of made me even more mad, because then I realized, why would you not at least establish the first 30 to 45 seconds of this trailer introducing us to the new world that exists within this movie? I'm no screenwriter myself. However, I have to believe that within this movie there is going to be at least a few dropped lines about how long it took for them to rebuild. That would have been something really interesting, and then I, as a viewer, would have connected with it emotionally a bit more. Unfortunately, right now, all I'm seeing is just a world that I don't recognize being destroyed. And the only reason that I recognize it as the world that I live in is because they go ahead and do the thing that made the first Independence Day movie famous, and that's by destroying the landmarks. Jeff Goldblum even gets a little, snappy one-liner out of it.
They like to get the landmarks.
And that's fine, that's okay. However, this sequel is sort of a victim of the first movie's success. In the 20 years since the first Independence Day movie, we have had a whole slew of disaster movies, and they've all had their own version of destroying the White House. They all take, a famous landmark of some sort and destroy it. There was this movie doing this, there was that movie doing that, and then, of course, let's not forget this movie, and then they did this. So you see where I'm going here, right? This trailer didn't show us anything new. In fact, it just kind of looked like a bunch of CGI destruction. And I'm sorry, if I want to go see CGI destruction, I pretty much just pop in a Transformers DVD. I don't need to go ahead and be like, well, I really need to make sure I'm available to go see Independence Day Resurgence. I'm still intrigued by this. I'm still going to go see this movie. But right now, my motivation for seeing this movie mostly comes from a place of wanting to answer the questions that I have, or see if this movie is going to address any of the concerns that I have, rather than an actual excitement to see this movie. But you're still getting my money, so kudos to you. Yeah, so let me know what you think. Like, comment below, subscribe, do whatever it is that you feel the need to do, and I will talk to you later. Okay, love you, bye!